Hey, good morning, folks, and welcome to another episode of 162 Times, your daily baseball recap and preview show. This is a coffee edition. We're doing this in the morning, which we very rarely do. I'm your host, Daniel Turner. This is episode 109, and we are going to talk about the final game of the three-game set that the Red Sox and the Mariners played from Fenway Park in Boston. And then we'll talk about the scores from around the majors on Wednesday and also on Thursday, because we are now Friday and there were like 3 games on Thursday, which is wild. And then we'll take a quick look at the upcoming Philadelphia Phillies series, which starts tonight in Seattle, where the National League leaders and MLB leaders come to town to take on your Seattle Mariners. So let's get right to it. Unfortunately, in the best of 3, in the 3-gamer, the Mariners lost. They lost the final game in extra innings, courtesy of a Rafael Devers double off reliever / starter who was just called up from Tacoma, Jonathan Diaz. So it was a 3-2 final. It was a shame because it kind of reverted back to typical Mariners form in the way that this game went down, including the fact that the M's were 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position and left 13 on base in the game. They also struck out 11 times and only struck out the Red Sox 7 times. Overall, though, had 7 hits for 2 runs and 1 error, the Mariners did, and the Red Sox had 10 hits for 3 runs and no errors. So the win brings the Red Sox to 57-50, third in the AL East. And the Mariners go to 57-43, second in the American League West. Winning pitcher was Zach Kelly of the Red Sox. He's now 4-1 with a 2.61 ERA. Jonathan Diaz got the loss for the M's, 0-1 on the year, 5.06 on the ERA. In terms of starting pitching, it was Brian Bayo, 6 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, 7 Ks, and a homer. George Kirby for the Mariners went 5 1/3, 7 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned, 1 walk, 2 Ks. Then it was Voth for 2/3, Saucedo for an inning, Santos for 2/3, Snyder for an inning and a third, and Diaz, who didn't get a single out. Snyder was excellent. He had 3 strikeouts and gave up 2 hits in his 4 innings of work. Really high leverage stuff to get the Mariners 2 extra innings, but unfortunately they couldn't cash him in. On the Red Sox bullpen side, it was Sims, Winchkowski, Jansen, and Kelly, who didn't give up a single hit or run. So it was really just the 2 hits and 2 runs early against the starter for Boston. So in the bottom of the first, a wild pitch by Kirby allowed Masataka Yoshida to score. Rafi Devers went to third. He didn't score. Top 4, Dylan Moore singled, allowing Cal Raleigh to score. That was 1-1 at that point. Then Josh Rojas, his 6th homer of the year at the top of the 5th, made it a 2-1 game. But Danny Jansen, former Blue Jay, singled in the 6th, bringing home Dominic Smith, made it 2-2. And then bottom of 10, Rafi Devers, his 26th double of the year, scored Tyler O'Neill, the ghost runner, to win the game for the Bo Sox. Bummer, right? Well, yeah, it was a bummer. And then, elsewhere on Wednesday, it was a busy night in the majors. Marlins over the Rays, good news there, 6-2. Orioles over the Blue Jays, 10-4. Blue Jays suck. Yanks over the Phillies, 6-5. Interesting. Twins over the Mets, 8-3. Boo. Royals over the White Sox, 10-3. Boo. Braves over the Brewers, 6-2. Okay. Cardinals over the Rangers, 10-1. Thank you. Diamondbacks over the Nationals, 5-4. Cubs over the Reds, 13-4. Astros over the Pirates, 5-4. Padres over the Dodgers, 8-1. Rockies over the Angels, 2-1. And Giants over the Athletics, 1-0. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, just 5 games in the majors. So the Cleveland Guardians beat the Orioles 10-3. The Royals beat the Tigers 7-1. The Braves beat the Marlins 4-2. The Cubs beat the Cardinals 5-4. And the Rockies beat the Angels 5-4 in 10 innings. Alrighty then, that'll do it for today. We'll catch up with you on Saturday, bringing you a. Oh no! We need to preview. What are we doing? We need to preview things. We're playing the Phillies this weekend, and most of the Phillies' really good pitchers are on the IL, and they have stunk lately. Not stunk, but not done so well. So game one will go at 9:40 from T-Mobile Park in Seattle, and it'll feature a moody-looking guy named Tyler Phillips, who's 26 years old. He's a right-hander from New Jersey. He's 3-0, 1.80 ERA in 4 starts this season, .76 WHIP. Ridiculous numbers through 4 starts. Attaboy. He'll be going up against Brian Wu, who is 4-1, 2.35 ERA in 11 starts, and a .89 WHIP. Also ridiculous numbers. Should be a really good young pitching matchup. We do not have lineups yet, and nobody on either team has faced either of these starting pitchers, so that'll be a very interesting thing. In Game 2 on Saturday, which is also a night game, it'll be Allard, a lefty who has a 0-0 record and a 6.75 ERA, going up against Bryce Miller, who's 8-7 with a 3.46 ERA. Man, the Mariners pitching is good. And then on Sunday in the finale, which will be at 4:10 p.m. Eastern, it'll be Logan Gilbert, 6-7, 3.11 ERA, coming off a bad start, and he'll be going up against Zach Wheeler, a righty who's 10-5 with a 2.94 ERA and a really, really good starter. So should be a lot of fun all weekend. Let's go Mariners, and talk to you guys tomorrow.